Hey guys, it's Joy here. So today we are doing a video all about my college major. As you guys know, I am a student at the University of Southern California and I actually graduate in May 2020. So I wanted to do a few more college videos before I'm officially done with my undergraduate experience. So I hope you guys like this video and let me know if you have any other college videos you want to see down below. In today's video, we are going to be discussing what public relations is, because a lot of people ask me what PR is and what it's like to study it. We're also going to talk about what I plan to do with a major in PR and what industries you can get a job in PR. Also, we're going to talk about what it's like to study PR in college. So a lot of you guys might be choosing a college major or are interested in changing your major. So I'm going to talk about what it's like to study PR at USC, which is one of the top public relations schools, and the type of classes that I've taken. And lastly, we're just going to talk about jobs and internships, how to get internships in PR, and how to finally secure a job in the industry. So make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and turn on your notification bells to join the journey. I'm going to be doing a couple more college related videos in the upcoming week, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss those. I also have a whole college playlist. That kind of shows all of my college journey if you're interested in learning more about my 4 years at USC. So I'm going to go on Google and actually search what is PR, so you guys can just get the definition from Oxford Dictionary. So according to Oxford, public relations is the professional maintenance of a favorable public image by a company or other organization or a famous person. And it also has the state of the relationship between the public and a company or other organization or a famous person. So that is the book definition, but PR is so much more than that. So in PR, some PR professionals that you might know include publicists for celebrities. You might think of PR when you think of a politician running for a campaign. Their campaign manager usually does a lot of things regarding PR. Or you might think of a company that had a crisis recently and then they have an apology statement. Their PR team probably worked on that. In more recent times, there are way more jobs in PR. For example, influencer marketing. A lot of PR professionals that work at agencies are handling influencer campaigns, or they might just be managing cool activations, events, and tons of other things. So PR is a very broad industry because you can basically work in PR in any industry of your interest. So let's get into some of the industries that you might be in if you decide to go into PR. So like I said, there's politics, there's entertainment, so you could be working for a TV studio, you're working for an individual, a celebrity. You can also just be working for a personal brand, someone who might not be a celebrity but has a personal brand and that they want their image and brand managed. You could be working in the healthcare industry, you could work in tech, you can work in consumer goods and retail, and that can entail fashion, beauty, fitness, literally anything. Any industry you can think of, there's most likely a communications team, a marketing team, or a PR team that is working for that company. So that's the great thing about PR, is that if you're someone like me who has a ton of different interests, but you have an interest in writing, you have an interest in communications and possibly visual communications, PR is a great industry because you can work and change industries but still have that same title as a public relations professional. So let's talk about what I plan to do with my degree and then what things I actually took classes on while in school. So I am actually taking a full-time job in marketing at Google, and I basically study public relations as my major and Spanish as my minor in school. So I did 3 internships during school. I interned at NBC News in a journalism capacity. I also interned at Elle magazine in a kind of a mix of journalism and PR, and then I interned at Google in a marketing capacity. So as you can see, with that major, I was able to kind of go into news, I was able to go into tech, and I was also able to go into fashion and beauty. So just as an intern, you're able to do a lot with a PR degree, especially if your degree is teaching you a lot of essential skills that employers are looking for. Speaking of those essential skills, let's talk about some of the classes that I took during my time at USC as a PR major. So usually you have entry-level courses where you learn writing skills and visual communication skills. So when I say this, you might learn how to write press releases, you learn how to write media alerts, you'll learn how to write bios, and basically all of those essential foundational skills that a PR professional should have. Additionally, PR is becoming increasingly more visual, so I also took classes that included graphic design, video, and even some website creation. So we did a lot in my PR classes, and we'll do things that includes a writing skill. So you might write a press release, but you also have to, upload it to a website and include photos or videos or additional assets that make it come together into one all-encompassing thing. So after you have your basic classes and your skills down, you'll also get into campaign management. So a lot of my upper division courses aren't just sitting in class and taking notes. We'll go into groups because most PR professionals work in group settings at work, whether that's on an agency or working for a brand. You're always working with other people. So our professors usually break our class up into groups, and we all get actual real life clients. So for example, I took a personal branding class where we all got professionals in different industries who wanted to build their personal brand, and for the whole semester we worked with that professional to help them build their personal brand, whether that was a website, their social media, or maybe just refreshing their bio for their LinkedIn. We helped them build whatever aspects of their brand they wanted to, get a little more polished and just establish a presence online that reflects who they really are in real life. I also took classes on business and legal and ethical foundations of public relations. So the business course, you really have to understand how the whole entire company works if you're going to be a communications professional, because anything can happen in anything can happen in any area of the company, whether that's finance or the product managing or anything like that. Something can happen where it needs to be communicated to the public or even internally to employees. So you really have to understand how businesses work to be a great PR professional. Additionally, I mentioned taking a legal and ethics class. That's because you want to make sure that you are, always standing on the right side when making decisions on how to communicate with the public or employees of an organization. So you always want to make sure you're doing that from an ethical and legal standpoint. So that's another class that I took. I got to take some fun electives, which I got to choose on my own. I took an influencer relations course, which was awesome for me because I am a social media influencer. So I learned how to manage influencers from the agency and brand side, and also just learned a lot about the psychology and history behind using brand advocates to get the message out about your brand. So that was an awesome course. And also another fun course that I took was my personal branding course, where we learned how to build our personal brands from a PR standpoint. So at the end of the day, all of these courses were really helpful, especially because USC really values guest speakers in the PR program. So we would always have almost every single class a guest speaker come in from different industries, whether that was entertainment, tech, beauty, whatever industry. They would come in and talk to us about how they're using PR in their profession every day. So the last thing I wanted to talk about is jobs and internships in PR, just to give you guys some advice on taking that route. If you maybe didn't major in PR or you already working and you want to switch into PR, just some tips on that. So I do have videos on essential resume and interview tips that I'll have linked down below or in the cards, so go check those out if you want information on that. But when it comes to PR specifically, you want to make sure that you are a strong writer. You want to make sure you have writing samples, whether that is work from previous internships or work from your class. It's nice to have that all maybe in an internet portfolio. I know at USC like we're really big on like literally every class we made a website to like house all of our work. But if you don't do that in class, maybe making your own website on WordPress or Wix or Squarespace or wherever you want to do it, make your own website and have all of your classwork and internship work linked so that you can show that to an employer in an interview, or even just linked in your resume or cover letter. Another tip for PR is actually getting experience in various industries. This could really help, especially if you're planning to work for a PR agency where you will manage multiple clients. Usually in an agency, you might have a client who's like Tesla Motors, whose cars, and you also might have Ulta Beauty, which is, you know, makeup. You might be managing people in completely different industries, and if you can get internships in different industries, that's just going to help you become more flexible and comfortable with working in communications with different types of people, different types of industries, and different types of standards. My last tip for PR majors is just know that PR is not a very lucrative field, especially right out of graduation. I feel like there's only certain industries where you can find good salaries post-grad, and that's one of the reasons that I decided to go the tech route when deciding to go into PR. I think the average entry-level PR salary is $35,000 to $40,000 as of 2020, so that is not a lot. But it does align with kind of like the average salaries of college grads, which is around $40,000 to $50,000 a year. But there is a ladder in the PR industry where you can work your way up, and also you have your salary build the longer you're with companies. Some agencies and corporate positions do have more traditional ladder structures where you have to go through every position. But there are different ways to get around that. If you can find startups or start your own agency, going the entrepreneurial route, or just, you know, doing your main job and having consultancy on the side. So there's a lot of options when it comes to PR. I definitely think it's a great major. I actually switched my major from journalism to PR during my sophomore year of college, and I absolutely am so glad that I did that. I personally just didn't see myself being a reporter, and there's more on that in my YouTube video where I talk all about why I switched my major from journalism to PR, so I'll have that link also. But that is all that there really is to know about a major in PR. If there's anything that I missed, definitely leave a question down below. I'd be happy to answer it. And let me know if there are any other college videos you guys want to see. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.